Alright guys, so I posted the God Tier Champion video yesterday. If you haven't already watched that, click on the screen now to watch the God Tier video. This video is going to be answering questions that were asked of me about the God Tier list. Champions included, not included, etc, etc. So why was Yasuo not included on the God Tier list? To put it quite simply, Yasuo is an extremely mechanically intense champion. Very difficult to be a good Yasuo if you don't have the mechanics to back it up. So with a God tier list, I like to include champions, or the champions that I focus on are champions that might not have the highest skill ceiling, but they sure as heck have high power for that patch. Now how to play against Yasuo? Well, get a good matchup mid for one thing. Yasuo with the Windwall can block a lot of AP casters' abilities. A good matchup mid would be, say, a Kali mid. A Kali mid can absolutely stomp Yasuo. Otherwise, Yasuo is very vulnerable to jungle ganks early on if he's forced to overextend. And if you're not afraid of their jungle pressure, you can push against Yasuo and poke him down under his turret. Why are Akali and Talon suddenly God tier? Well, to answer it in the simplest way, they've been strong for a while. Just because they weren't flavor of the month before doesn't mean they weren't good. Another thing is, itemization changes have indirectly helped Akali. Athene's and Holy Grail received a magic resist reduction. That greatly helped AP assassins like Akali and Fizz. Both Talon and Akali do really well against squishy picks, and there are a lot of common squishy picks right now as well. Both of them can dominate lanes against a lot of popular lane matchups like Akali versus Yasuo, heavily in favor of Akali. They're both extremely easy to use, and the counterplay to Akali and Talon might be there, but in lower brackets of play, even higher brackets of play, there is still room to work around Oracle lenses and team fights. It's saying that all you need is an Oracle lens to shut down both of these champions is kind of skewed, because there's still room for Akali and Talon to outplay it by waiting to go in at the right moments, or simply just to focus on picking off champions and split pushing. What about Lulu? I think she's strong, especially top lane. I agree, I think Lulu is a strong pick. I just don't think Lulu is absolutely bonkers OP. I just think she's pretty strong right now. Now, here's some champions that almost made it on the God tier list. Fizz mid, just like Akali, got an indirect buff from the itemization changes of Athene's. Kha'Zix jungle, pretty decent again, not quite as strong as the old Kha'Zix jungle, but if you evolve your W first, and your Q second, and your E last, you will do a lot of damage, and you can carry games that way. Zyra support, really, really high damage, works really well with Kog'Maw bottom lane, basically can carry low elo very easily as Zyra support. Karthus mid lane, very, very effective if you're allowed to farm to mid to late game. Fiddlesticks jungle, easy to use, hard to master, but Fiddlesticks jungle has been strong for a while. The jungle picks right now just are kind of lackluster, so Fiddlesticks is pretty decent. Evelynn jungle, ultimately decided not to include Evelynn, even though she is a huge stomper in lower brackets of play, because Evelynn falls off later in the game. Alistar support. The buffs to Alistar made Alistar really, really strong. However, Alistar, I've seen too many Alistars miss the headbutt pulverize to say that Alistar is a quote-unquote easy champion, but at the same time, I just really didn't think it was quite time to put Alistar on the God tier list. So why not Lee Sin or Elise on the God tier list? Well, while Lee Sin and Elise might be really strong picks for high elo, it's because they have high power for their mechanical skill, and they also have great early game presence. But these two champions have very low win rates from bronze to platinum because of that. They are mechanically intensive, so if you don't have the mechanics to back them up, chances are they're not going to be nearly as effective in low elo hands compared to high elo. And the God tier list is about champion picks that work in just about every bracket of play. Lee Sin also falls off really hard late game, but it's made up for that fact in high elo by advanced mechanical skills. But both of these champions, lots of room for errors because of the mechanical skills, and that's the end result, why they're not on the God tier list. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to follow my social medias, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I stream most days. So follow my stream, and my stream will be live when this video is posted. Thanks, guys.